Hi everybody, and welcome back to another 5-minute masterclass. Today's topic, sharing with ratio. So we've got 3 examples here to go through, and while they're all slightly different, we're going to use the same method for all of them. So if we've got example 1, a prize of £360 is shared in the ratio 4:1. What is the value of the larger share? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to illustrate using bar modelling this ratio here, this ratio of 4:1. So the first person, or the first part of the share, is getting 4 parts, whereas the other one is only getting 1 part. So we've got our ratio 4:1. Now the prize is £360, and that's shared in between all of this. So what we're interested in is how much 360 can go into these 5 boxes fairly. So we're going to do 360 divided by 5, and that's going to give us a value of 72. And that means that each box, each part is worth £72. Now I'm going to put that in each of the boxes to help me with this. So when I go back to my question, what is the value of the larger share? All I'm interested in is this top section here, this 4 lots of 72. Now I can either do column addition or I could do multiplication to get my 4 lots of 72. I end up with an answer of 288. I can check that if I add on that £72, I'm going to get 360. So I know I've done this right. To finish this off, large share is £288. Now I'm going to use the same method of drawing these boxes out and sharing between them to answer these other 2 questions. So if we look at example 2, Maxine and Noah share some money in a ratio of 3:5. Noah receives £45, and we're interested in how much money was shared. So I've got Maxine and Noah, so I'm going to use M and N to distinguish between them, and they're sharing the ratio 3:5. Now remember, it's the first person matches the first part of the ratio, so Maxine and Noah, 3:5. So Maxine's got 3 boxes to share between, or 3 parts, whereas Noah is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're told Noah receives £45. So these boxes here are £45. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes to share that £45 equally. So 45 divided by 5 gives us an answer of 9. So that means 9 has to go in each of these boxes, each of these parts. Now we have to keep things fair, which means that 9 was also in these ones here. Now I could check that, well not check that, but I could use that to go, well, if I know that Maxine has 3 of those and she's got 27. But if I go back to the question, we're interested in how much money was shared. So I'm not interested in just Noah or just Maxine. I'm interested in the total. So I'm adding that 45 and that 27 to answer this question. So I'm using column here. Look, 5 plus 7 is 12. 4, 5, 6, 7. So how much money was shared? That total was £72. Okay, final example to show you then. This time a prize is divided in a ratio of 7:4. So same thing again, I'm drawing out those 7 boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I've got that 4. So I'm going to draw it over here. Notice it's the same size because they are equal parts. Now, if I go back to my question, if the difference between the shares is £22, so that's what's different here, the difference. So the difference is the bit that's extra. The difference is these 3 parts here. So we're told that those 3 are 72. So what we need to do is split that 72 between the 3 parts that it represents. So if you can do that in your head, brilliant. If you can't, then it's absolutely fine to do your bush shelter and go, okay, how many times does that go in? So 3 into 7 goes twice, meaning 1, and 3 into 12 goes 4. So each of these is worth 24. Now, because each of those boxes is worth 24, that means each of these ones is also worth 24. So I'm just filling them all in to help me illustrate what's happening here. So I can use that again to go, well, what does the first share equal? Well, it's going to be those 7 lots of 24. The second share is going to be 4 lots of 24. But I'm interested in the total prize. So what I'm actually doing here is 24 times 11, 24 multiplied by those 11 different parts. Now you could use column for that. If it was a calculator paper, you could use calculator. But I know when I multiply by 11, you open it out and you add the digits for inside. So 24 times 11 is 264. Going back to the question, what is the total prize? The total is £264. So notice we have 3 different things here. We've got value of one of the shares if you're given the total, or we've got here where I'm giving you one person's share, so can you work out the others? And then in this third example, we've got the difference. All 3 slightly different questions, but using the same method to answer them regardless. And so now it's over to you. Pause the video here and try these questions. When you're ready, press play. Here are your answers. I hope you've been successful. And if you need any further practice, then take a look at Sparks, Corbett or Maths Genie for further videos and supportive questions. Thank you for your time today, and I'll see you again for another 5-minute masterclass.